Look, I'm a soldier. I don't have time to think of philosophy.
Call it policy then. Policy!
I don't have time for it. I fight for the money.
And you keep fighting for the rest of your life without rest.
Oh, I want that. I need rest.
So why not fight as a soldier with a policy? Make victory important to your alliances. You're sitting here in this tent, waiting impatiently to fight for the wrong side. Can Jawahar Singh give you a territory, a permanent jagi? No. He'll give you money, which you'll fritter away, and then you'll have to go fight for more. It's because, like you, he's fighting for greed, not for a system, a policy. Judge before you join. Join the winning side.
And in my place, who would you fight for?
The very side you're opposing, the Emperor of Hindustan.
Are you a spy from the court of Delhi?
No, just a mere nautch girl whose dancing you don't come to see because you sunk yourself in misery from making the wrong choices. I hear your wife has gone half mad with your needless, brutal actions.
Finish your smoke and go.
You're hurt. I'm sorry to be so blunt.
Leave.
What should I tell Ghulam Qadir?
Can he give me a jagir, a province of my own, the revenue of which will support my troops, my little son, and when he's grown up, his children after him?
No, unless he becomes the Emperor of Hindustan.
Then tell him that is the payment I expect. In a balance. I'm told he's very handsome. A lion of a man.
A lion kills almost as a reflex. So Ghulam Qadir seduces, rapes, forces his will without care for consequence.
But you must have cause to be so bitter about him. And yet perhaps you like him.
Sumroo Sahib, he's a selfish, ruthless man. If you make the mistake of joining him, be sure that one day he will betray you to his ambition.
About this province of mine, only the Emperor can sanction it. But I'm a rebel in his eyes. I'm helping Javahir Singh to lay siege to Delhi.
Sumroo Sahib, your brigade is so well ordered, even in retreat. It retreats in good order.
Oh yes, my brigade is like a machine.
Mir Qasim left with only the clothes on his back. You left with all your guns and equipment intact.
That is so.
If you ask the Emperor's pardon, I'm sure you will receive it. Your brigade could be useful in his service.
You are a fascinating person.
I think so too.
What did you say your name was?
Farzana.
Begging your pardon, sir, but they told me one of the Notch girls was missing from the troop. I've sent men out to search for her.
Never mind. Just see that she gets back safe. Oh, Farzana. If the time comes for me to approach the Emperor, should I do it through Mansur Ali? I've heard that His Majesty listens to every recommendation from him.
Unfortunately, he does. But better not go through that eunuch. He'll involve you in intrigues. Or through Najaf Khan, the commander-in-chief. He's a straightforward man.
Do you think you could scout the possibilities for me? And come back and let me know? As a token of my appreciation, I would like you to have
No, I'd rather have your sword.
my sword.
That one, I'm sure you have many others.
Yes, of course. But a woman with a sword?
Why not?
Absolutely. Why not?
If you join the right side, the Emperor's side, will you take me to battle with you?
A Notch girl on the battlefield?
I meant as a soldier to fight.
As a soldier? A woman?
I trained hard to be a dancer. I can train to be a soldier.
A woman would have to be twice as worthy as a man in order to win the respect of men.
Then show me your best man, so I can emulate and overtake him.
That's the spirit. If you can stomach the horrors of war, you can both inspire and shame my men to greater effort. You could be a fine example to them.
Was the biggest laughing stock since Joan of Arc.
Who?
She was a French girl. She led armies into battle. In the end, they roasted her alive.
Why?
they thought she was a witch.
She probably kept strategy only for enemies and put too much good faith in her friends.
Indeed, madame.
The name is Farzana.
Indeed, madame. Farzana. It was her friends who killed her. The very ones for whom she fought destroyed her. In the end, the Pope bestowed sainthood upon her.
The Pope?
His Holiness the Pope is the head of the Roman Catholic Church. He rules from the Vatican in Rome.
I was hoping he was near here in Agra. You know, there's a Roman Catholic church in Agra endowed by Emperor Akbar. If he was here, I would have liked to have asked him about matters such as these.
Oh, really?
It's quite marvelous how you think everything is possible and everything accessible.
Death unites us all. Why should life divide us?
How romantic and hot. The world is a series of barricades that have to be stormed and blown up as you go along.
Not everybody's at war. There are other things, higher things.
Quite so. Father Gregorio is a friend of ours who's at the temple in Agra.
Careful, young lady. Captain Salar is a pious Catholic more than a soldier. Sooner than kill a man, he'd rather convert him.
I should like to know more about this French girl, so I'm aware of the mistakes she made.
She made no mistakes. She was a saint, a martyr.
Martyrdom is a mistake that's been sanctified.
Yeah, then.
Enough.
If you want to shoot as sharp as your repartee, you'll make a fine soldier.
And you'll make a fine general in the service of the Emperor.
General Walter Reinhard Sommer. No, the Indians say Sumroo. General Walter Reinhard Sumroo.
May he that stand to greet his imperial majesty, the glorious, the bountiful Shah Alam, descendant of the Mogul and youngest emperor of Hindustan, who now proceeds from the Diwan-e-Aam, the hall of public audience, to the Diwan-e-Khas, the hall of private audience. May he that stand to greet his imperial majesty.
Let the proceedings begin.
Your Majesty, the first business of the day in this Diwan-e-Khas, the hall of private audience, after His Majesty has dispensed with the state of affairs in the Diwan-e-Aam, the hall of public audience.
Yes, no need to read the ceremonial parts. Get to the point.
Your Majesty, the first business of the day is to confirm the grant of a Jagir in the fertile Gangetic Doab between the rivers Ganga and Jamuna, stretching from the districts of Muzaffarnagar to Aligarh, on Your Majesty's loyal subject and military officer, Colonel Walter Reinhard Sumroo. Please approach the floor.
I thank Your Majesty most humbly and will endeavor to fulfill all my obligations to you, both military and civil.
And were in all this vast area that you have been given, would you choose to have your seat of administration?
Your Majesty,
Sire, the seat of administration will be at Sardhana, a few miles from Meerut.
Begum Farzana, kindly address the throne only when you are requested to offer an opinion.
Oh, shut up, truly. You can't burden someone as radiantly beautiful as she is with all this protocol. Furthermore, she has proved to be a good advisor to him, accompanying him even on the field of battle.